Alright guys, sorry about the wind, as usual, but pulled up to start planting yesterday here with my 8930, and had a little problem with the water pump leak. I had fired up the tractor after I'd moved it, went and got the seed, had the tractor running, and was airing up tires on the drill, and came back and we're making a puddle on the ground. So anyways, we're gonna dig in. I've never changed one. This tractor's got a 8.3 Cummins, so I've never changed a water pump on one, but it looks like I just got to pull this alternator off. Obviously pull the belt off, and 3 or 4 bolts should be good to go. Got antifreeze, water wetter, distilled water. I'm not real practiced at doing things one-handed here. Can't cut in a straight line either, so. But it always something whenever you start doing stuff, it seems. So far that looks about right. Little black spray paint. I think we'll just hit it with some paint, slap her on, and call it good. I put new belts on like 2 years ago. Did the fan clutch. I had the fan clutch was slipping, or wasn't locking up hard enough, and I was overheating, so I had to put a new radiator in about that same time. But belts probably, I think it'll be all right. It's definitely not new, but I mean, it's 2-3 years old, probably has 1,000-1,500 hours on it. But this was the main workhorse for a long time. I've had this tractor since 2013. Had 4,000 hours on it when I got it. It's sitting at almost 8,000 now, so it's put in her work, but they'll take maintenance. So I'm gonna put the phone down and get to taking stuff apart. If I come across something odd, I'll touch back in with you guys. Well guys, we're back. Got us a new water pump. Notice I spray painted it. Anyways, it's a new pulley. Can't really tell much else. Pretty much just 3 bolts. There's one. Oh, where's my finger at? Right there. One up top right there. There's one on the back corner. Got to take the alternator part. There's 2 bolts here, 1 bolt underneath. Seems like probably should be a nut there, but I wasn't on this tractor. Maybe I need to get one, but it's good and tight. but took a 3/8 ratchet to pull my tensioner back. Tensioner pulley seems all right, so checked that while it was loose. But yeah, pretty straightforward. This isn't a how-to, but if someone was to give you the how-to, I'd say you probably need to take this cover off and disconnect the battery when you drop the alternator. I just took mine loose and zip tied it back here, just kind of hung it out of the way. But I'm sure if you are going to read a technical service bulletin or whatever they call it, they'll tell you to disconnect the battery and remove the alternator. Probably would be handy to take that hose off, but I was able to get in there with a ratchet wrench. My ratchet and socket setup wouldn't fit in there because, wouldn't you know, I only have one 10mm socket, and it's in a 1/2-inch drive. So where all those 10mm go, I don't know, but it's all the tools it took. 18mm was on the top of the alternator. 19 was on the bottom. 10mm, those hold the water pump in. Also a 10mm here. I found the little stubby extension pretty handy to just get around that pulley and get out of interference. 3/8 ratchet. Got the long handle, makes it easy to pull back on stuff. Alignment pin, so I wasn't wrestling that alternator so much. Got the good paint, Duplicolor DE 1635. If anyone watches Vice Grip Garage, that's the paint that they recommend on there all the time. So if it works for them, I found it at Napa. Anyways, little hammer and chisel and pry bar to pop the sealant off of this old water pump or whatever was holding it. There's a little, I think it's a flat O-ring, and it might have been round to begin with, but a little O-ring there. It's kind of glued on a little bit, a little rust, but on this water pump there's a weep hole right here. Obviously I was leaking out the weep hole. One thing I noticed on this new water pump, which I can only go on one way, so it doesn't really matter, but at the bottom down here, you can see a raised piece right here, goes under there, and there's a channel ground in the face of the water pump, and that'll leak out in a little different spot when this one goes bad, but it bolted right up. So must just be an updated design. I mean, the water pump's tractor's a 98 model, so I'll let you guys figure the math on how old it is. It makes me feel old because I remember when these tractors were nice and new. But got 2 gallons of coolant, 2 gallons of water, my water wetter up there for topping her off. We'll fire it up. This tractor could use a cab kit and a seat, but and a starter solenoid. There we go. This tractor, it's got a solenoid back behind that cover that's loose. It says coolant level up. Who'd have guessed? But it's an accessory solenoid or whatever it is back there. It fails every couple of years, but I haven't changed it out because this one's still going. There's a brand new one in my toolbox. Just wait till the fan comes on. Click your key to accessory until the fans come on, and then it'll be ready to start. It does that every other year, without fail. They just don't make things like they used to. Oh, lost one. Well guys, I'm no good at pouring two-handed, let alone one. So I'm gonna start putting this in, and I'll get back with you. We'll check for leaks here in a second, but I doubt it leaks. Alright guys, I got 4 gallons in it. 1 bottle of water wetter. And I found a really cool funnel. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it's about perfect. Coolant light's not on anymore. We're letting it run for a little while. Let it eat on this for a while, but I want to show you guys something. Look at those clouds. Very odd looking stuff for this area. Matter of fact, I don't remember the last time I saw clouds that looked like they could leak water onto the ground. But anyways, while we're sitting here, thought we'd read on this water wetter made by Redline. Runs up to 20 degrees cooler. Super coolant. Helps control overheating. Just to be clear, I don't have an overheating problem in this tractor. Working hard, it will run a little warm, but it's got to be over 100 degrees outside, so it is what it is. But doubles the wetting ability of water, improves heat transfer, reduces cylinder head temperature, reduces rust, corrosion, and electrolysis. Being a sleeved engine, that could be handy. Or your what is it, the Power Strokes? They have a bad problem with electrolysis, I think, or might have been the 7.3 IDIs. One of those two. Cleans and lubricates water pump seals. Yep, we need that. That'll maybe the next water pump will last over 8,000 hours. I mean, kind of chancy that they only last, what is it? We'll just look. 7,700 hours. Yeah, I sure would have thought it would have lasted at least 8. But here we are, changing water pumps. Back to reading. Can be used with all antifreeze coolants. Good, because I probably use them all. Improves the ability of coolant to wet. Let's start that over again. Improves the ability of coolant to wet heat transfer surfaces by 50%. This provides significantly better coolant contact in the cylinder head and can reduce coolant and head temperature by as much as 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what the Celsiuses would have been there, but take their word for it. Can be used with 100% water in racing, but does not protect magnesium or alter freezing point. Noted. 1 ounce per quart or 1 bottle per automotive cooling system of 12 to 20 quarts. This is a 31 quart cooling system, so 2 bottles. Less than 50% antifreeze provides further improvement in temperature reduction, but at least 15% antifreeze should be used in street vehicles. Redline Water Wetter provides excellent corrosion protection for cast iron, aluminum, and brass systems. Can be used with distilled or tap water. Change cooling system annually for best protection. Made in the good old US of A. I like that part. There's their statistics. Don't drink it. Probably causes cancer in California. So, there you go. Redline Water Wetter. Not a paid promotion by any means, but just sharing with you what it is. So, I put it in most of my tractors and a couple of my pickups. It hasn't done anything bad, and I don't know. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. This says it does help, and you got to read the instructions. So, anyways, let's get out, take a walk around, get out in the wind. Call it good. I've got more coolant if we need to top off here in a little while, but I guess we're ready for a radiator cap. Antifreeze in there. Well, I guess we'll go get back to what we were doing on trying to plant. I don't want to tell it not to rain, but if it'd hold off long enough for me to get the seed in the drill, that would be pretty nice. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helped anyone. Comment, like, subscribe. There will be plenty more breakdowns. That's just farming. So thanks for watching.